Hello everybody and welcome to part 42 of my guide King Boudicca series. We do have this to keep track of. A little correction is I want to go into Nantes and kill this museum and go into archaeologist. Basically the way everything was working out, we had too many of one, not enough of the other, so that switch is necessary. Also in the last part we got fertilizer and Statue of Liberty. So I think it's important that we return to target population considerations. So here we're just going to keep growing anyways, so because it's the capital. There's no downside to that. Here though, do keep in mind that technologically speaking we're on the cusp of hotels, so we can grow a little over what can be considered target since cities go into hotels. I know this might seem ridiculous being at 30 happiness, but we're about to settle 3 cities. We're going to be doing some conquering along the way. It's just best practices. I've kind of lost sight of Liberty play because with the Celts and we're doing so well, just growing all the cities tall, and I don't think that's correct. So anyways, places like this, these tiles only have 1 hammer. We can cut the growth and fill in these slots, for example, or better yet, come into here, a little less growth, a lot more production. That's a really good trade-off right there. This would be 12 pop because it's a circus city, and we could make it 14 in light of possible hotels. So this city we can just go bang bang, fill these up, still a little bit of food production, but also more happiness and more science. So make the most of our approach. Moving along, now that you got the idea, the transition will go a little quicker. From here to here, 1 less food plus 2 hammers, very good. These all have multiple hammers, so that's all good, but this only has 1, so let's go ahead and put that in here. Or better yet, in a city like this, we could actually work this tile. Extra production, extra gold. That extra production is going to be really nice, helping get these archaeologists and stuff up, as well as the planes. That will be coming next, so we'll look for that in other cities. Here, these are just pure growth tiles. No need for that. Circus City 12 pop, we could go up to 14. Here is that. And we could go hard into production here, or we could get into a specialist slot to at least have some food going. We can check this out. Growth in 10, that's good enough, I think. And then maybe once we do grow, take this off and populate both. I don't know. We'll take it on a case-by-case basis. Here, this tile has more production, less growth. This is not a circus city, so this city we don't actually want it growing more at all. At 12 pop, it will take a hotel to completely balance off. So we can go all the way like so. Or better yet, since we do have this one really good production tile, we can do that. So growth in 50 turns, that's fine. Meanwhile, we're producing. We just picked up 2 for 10 hammers or whatever, so this city got a lot better. Okay, moving on. Douglas. Let's see here. We can steal this tile. Douglas is a circus city, so this will be a target population of 14. You can see we've already exceeded that. So we'll move from there to there, and we'll pull this and this to work this and this. And then we can pull this to work that. And that's it here. If we had a lumber mill, we could move from here to the lumber mill. So maybe we have a worker come put a lumber mill up over here. Whoops. I was not finished. Douglas. Alright, so I'm moving on. Berlin. This one, we've just been saying, oh, let it grow and stuff, but I don't think that's a good idea. We have 1 food here, 1 hammer, 1 hammer, 1 hammer. This is more hammers, this is more hammers, and of course, since like Cardiff, the city has a... So the production here just skyrocketed, we got more gold coming, and since everything else is just these pure growth tiles with a little bit of hydro plant, we can put the next ones here. Moving along, Glasgow. Does not have... Glasgow is not a circus city, so 12 pop is where we would end. So let's move that to there. We had this good production tile, we just gave it up to Douglas. We have this good production tile here, so let's move that over there. We're starving now though, so we can't do that. So we'll give that back to Aberdeen. Maybe we come here. Let's see. So we do need some food. So we'll go like this. And then maybe this can work here. What if we downgraded like so? Okay. And we can downgrade further like this. And we can move this into here. And then if we move this over there, we can move this into here. Alright, so there we go. That seems to be a good mix. And we'll, like I said, we'll come back to Aberdeen, give that tile back to them so they can grow into it. Aberdeen is a much newer city, so. Cork is a challenging city in this regard. We're about to grow in 2. We can go to here, grow in 3. This city has yet to get even a factory up, and we are looking to buy a factory when money stabilizes. We'll be getting more money with all these changes that we're making, so there's that. New citizen can go into here, and then we can pull from here and here to populate the factory once we buy that. I do think it's a good idea to work all the science and gold we can, so this will be something of an exception city as far as that goes, but we are lacking production here, so this makes sense to me. We'll buy a factory here as soon as it makes sense to do so. This city has gotten way out of control, and we were kind of allowing it to happen. So we pull off of here, go here, pull off of here, go here. We're still going to grow in 1. We'll put it in the market or the bank, go from there. We're picking up gold, gold, gold. Lots of production here. In fact, Cork, we were playing this game earlier. If it is going to grow next turn, let's go ahead and get off this tile so that we just pick that up anyways. So there's that. Penzance would have a target population of 12 with hotel. Now this is something of an exception because again, this also has like potential for getting a factory fairly soon. So we have to be mindful of that. But we can just take off of this really good food tile and work the production instead. Growth in 5. These are all like 2 hammers, some good gold here. So that's all good. We can put the new growth in here. We'll have a worker come develop this. So that's 2 commitments we've made for workers. Over in this city, it's going to grow in 1 anyways. So in a workshop shortly after that. So the growth will come here. And then we'll take a look at it. Maybe we move this one into the market. Slow it down a little bit. Otherwise, we're picking up good hammers. Oh, we could take off of this. We're about to drop a city over here, so that's a good idea. We'll go off of this into here. Still growth in 1, so we'll get onto that tile right away. So yeah, moving along. This city is one of the cities that had me really concerned as to why we need to be making these changes. So we'll definitely make that, and it's going to grow in 1, as you can see. We definitely need to do something like this. We can work the lumber mill so that we are getting food to some extent. But university's coming up in 5, we grow in 2. So we can actually move this to here, this to here. Now it's 6 and 4. That's a little much. So maybe we back it off to here. This is a circus city, so its target population would be 12 normally, 14 with hotel. So this city can continue to grow some. And in light of that, we'll do this. So we do want the city to continue to grow some. But yeah, moving one of them to the horses makes sense, and one of them into the market makes sense to me. Let's see. This city's growing in 1 anyways. We'll plant it here and go from there. Workshop's coming up after that, so I don't think we're going to have a problem here. This city is relatively new. We're going to grow in 2, have a workshop in 3, so I'm fine with that. We'll put up the banana tile's the only one that's like suspect here. And now we're starting to get more into newer cities whose populations... Actually, yeah, I stopped looking at that, right? Target pop for this is 10, so we'll just continue to grow that. Limerick target pop would be 10 before hotel, so we'll continue to grow as we are. In fact, we can't do this now because of the aqueduct. This city, though, is potentially a problem. Always was. It is a circus city. So it's, yeah, we're still growing there, that's fine. This is not a circus city and does not have the benefit of mosque and pagoda, and probably won't. So this city we're going to have to throttle big time. We're still going to have the worker develop the river tiles just because this could still grow up to be a hydro plant city. But until the hydro plant is up, we should be throttling here. I think we'll still get happiness from the... so yeah, like we could actually go from here to here and get the science and happiness as well. And then Peel, we're already throttling. Not a circus city. So we're looking at 10, 12 after hotels. So this city can keep growing, but because we have these pure food tiles, it's going to grow bonkers-ish. So we're still going to throttle a little bit. I agree with working this and this. Growth will come here. We'll pick up this, which means the next citizen will grow a little bit quicker. We'll go from there. And then we're into our newer cities, which are all good growth and production. They're not even close to their potential. So... and they're the reasons why we're doing this. Okay, so all that jibber jabber. Let's put our focus over here. We have a settler here and here we want to keep eyes on. And we'll pass a turn, keeping in mind that we're going to purchase with faith next turn. Very well. And most of that we just went through is mostly just looking down, you know, down the road. Alright, new unit from Almaty, a great war infantry. Alright, borders of Peel have grown. Oh yeah, first things first, we purchase with faith. So, oh yeah, we already did that one. So that just leaves us Edinburgh for the time being. There's the pagoda. Let's see here. This is third settler, so we're going to name him Deer, since his target is up here. Okay. Borders grow there, that's not very important. Ramsey has grown, and we were talking about growing right into here. Ramsey's target pop would be 12, so we still want to grow this, but we're out of growth tiles available to us. That's not true, I forgot that we had this here. So what I'll do is I'll move him here, that way we have more growth going on, and then next citizen comes here, and we'll go from there. That's why we're developing this hill here. So, and then plus we have the workshop coming up. So this city we still want to grow. And that's how we're going to be looking at things from now on. Swansea is a circus city, so it can continue to grow. I failed to account for that when I did this. Workshop comes up in 10. Well, this city's got other ways of growing, so I'm not too worried about that. In fact, we can go here to make up for that. Because this city needed that tile, especially this turn, so I don't like working these, but I know I sound like I'm contradicting what I just got done saying. But we'll grow into the workshop and go from there. Actually, let me go back to that city. We should get off the market and do that. Workshop comes sooner, this will go there, we'll grow into this tile and go from there. I like that better. Swansea, yes, we addressed that. Aberystwyth grows. Okay, we knew it would. That tile can go straight into market 6 and 3, still 6 and 3. Workshop comes up, these guys go into the workshop, we'll grow to that, populate one of these, and the city will start slowing down. It's gone bonkers. But it's playing catch up and will help with the whole archaeologists and planes in theory. We still have a public school as well, so that's another way we can get it to slow down. Bank is done here, so that means we have another tile we can, or no, the bank's not done here. What am I doing? Okay, I hit the wrong button. I was thinking it was before. Never mind. Citrus to Oda Nobunaga. So we'll go to this guy first, and in this screen we can see better. Looks like Japan's the only one that wants the citrus. So there we go. And this is our new unit. We will go get him some altitude training. There's that. Let's see. And Kuala Lumpur seeks a great admiral. Not going to be able to compete with that. Okay, that's done. So we'll pick up the oil next turn. That's done. That doesn't influencing anything here, so moving along. Alright, production queue. So we're going to look at Lhasa, Byblos, Ukandika. Nothing to do there. Edinburgh is ready for a new construction project. Truro is ready for a new construction project. Well, in Edinburgh, alright, so we'll do this. Edinburgh is going to be very busy slamming out planes, so let's just go ahead and build a museum in the gap here. Alright. And these guys are just over here picking up some extra XP where possible. This guy will pillage. I say pillage, and stick to the hills. Cannon, it's there. Let's see. You still need double tap. You do not. So we'll have the one that doesn't need double tap. Retreat. Let's see. So we'll shoot here. We can't cover this guy any longer. He can get his XP. He can just get XP here. So 1, 2, 3, pillage, 4, step. We're still within range. We don't want to do that, so we'll just have him sit tight. This worker will continue to develop here. This worker puts that on. And let's take a look at our trade routes. Particularly Pakal. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to file that way. I wanted to file this way. Alright. Palanquin. I don't know why I said Pakal. Alright. So 8.5 to Huamanga, which is right next door. Let's just send it off. We already know we're going to wipe him out, so there's no point in waiting to potentially send this to him for a multiplier. These guys all heal up pretty much to max at this point. Actually, I tell you what. Since this guy's damaged and he's along the road, let's bring him in. And that way, when this guy gets tired, we can continue this ruse, get some XP. We'll probably have to pull a cannon out of here, because it's more important that we get the XP here. Who knows, by the time we get there, like maybe we're into a dynamite. It's not far off, right? Anyways, he's healing. Great General is fine there. Okay. Well, he would just jump in the water anyway, so we'll have this guy go over here and he can get started like this. Let's see. Alright. So this guy was coming up here. And this archaeologist was going to be coming here, so he wants to get in the water by way of Inverness, which we can do this turn. So there's that. Okay, so the settlers have paired up and they're trying to come through here. We have multiple lancers in the area. This one furthest away, so he can't reach where I'm looking at. These guys can though, right? Here, wait. Oh, that's all of his movement points. And here, wait. So now we have this cup here that they don't know we've sealed off. And then we'll have this guy come in to be as near as possible without being seen. He cannot be seen from this tile, so we'll do that. This guy would come over. He cannot be seen here, so there's that. And we can start retreating these people. So we'll bring him back as far as we can. Yeah. Because over here we want to lead with melee anyways. And so he could... Well, we'll get to that next turn. Oh yeah, we have this guy here too as well. Okay, so I should have backed him up actually. And had this guy stay here for... I still like the idea of leading with melee, so I guess it's not a mistake. But I did forget about this guy. So we'll just keep him over here for visibility. So yeah, there's that. We'll just go ahead and do that. Worker's probably going to want to get on the road, right? There's nothing else going on over here. Alright, this is Garbage Settler, so he's coming up. This is the Oil Settler, so we're coming over here. He goes back to work in this farm. Although these types of things are less important now that we're returning to our roots. So basically we want to support Aberdeen because it's a new city, and have our workers support like the newer areas primarily. Alright, let's see, this guy is done with the road here, so we'll come build road there. And we'll have him protect him. 4-5 there. Get started on that oil. It says 5, but in 4 turns when we have flight, it'll say 1 we can manually end. So that actually works out very well. 4 turns there. Okay, this worker was coming over here, and I counted it out off screen. 2, 4, 6 full movement points just to get there. So we can come here and do like a pre-chop interrupt, and then come over there and do that. Okay, he's finished with the road stem there, so we'll do the road stem here. He's still dancing. He's still dancing. And we no longer need for him to stay on the road, right? Because we have people like this guy here. So we'll come back here for a more complete visibility. We'll go back to being fortified. And this guy... Alright, so we mostly want to support the newer cities. We have support here. Support here. There's going to be cities here. We already have one guy over here. It's only going to take 2. And he's going to come over here next turn. So, yeah, these 2 can support the new cities up here. We have this guy who's doing this. So this worker could come up to help support the new cities, or... Limerick, what's up? 6 Penzance and 2. Okay. And he just started that. He's going to be doing this. So we can have this guy. What's the fastest you can get here? Alright. So we'll just do that. We'll have him come to here and then go through here to come end up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Seems like it would be faster going. Well, maybe not. So that's his task. Alright, we're waiting there. Waiting there. I thought I gave them instructions to wait, so my apologies. Alright, there we go. So we will go back to here, see what they're up to as we pass the turn. We're letting all those such deals... Whoa! Okay, so they went all the way over there. Although we can still contain them, right? It would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units over here to do so, but our borders are here. We could contain them still. We have 3 fast ones here, 3 slow ones nearby. Oh, and him as well. Although I don't think he's fast enough to get quite over there. So we'll get back to that. Cover. We're done needing Keshiks for their ranged ability, I think. So he pillages, comes over. This guy, I'll move him here so that he can pillage and then hit the city. Well, maybe not, actually, because it just occurred to me between that and... So we'll have this guy come shoot here, there, and that way he can come in, shoot, and back off. In fact, you know what? I think I'm just going to have this guy hop in the water. Yeah, we're pretty much done with him over here. Let's go get him some altitude training. We're pretty heavy over here as far as just going into Nampa. So, yeah, he'd be better served in the main area. The Inca stole chemistry. And we're going to be nice to them because they've been nice to us most of the game. Pick up a fish tile here. Alright, so Cernifron. That fish tile cannot compete with what we're already doing. Next border growth is in 5. 2 more hammers. We will have our next couple populations pick up the gold, because we're missing out on that. So he gets on that, because this is a city that we are still growing. And look at that, Inverness also grows. So what we can do here, in the interest of continuing... Well, no, workshop. Okay, I was going to say let's put it in the market for, you know, pick up the 1 food, but workshop's next turn. Probably isn't the case if we take all 4 hammers away, so let's get the workshop up and then we'll put this in the workshop. That way it continues to grow. Ren has grown and can continue to grow. it's okay, especially with the university coming up. So we'll actually do this. Yeah, and in light of the university, I'll go ahead and do this. I know I keep contradicting myself, but this is a difficult city to toe the line with. Once the university's up, we'll probably go, yeah, alright. 4 and 3, that's good enough. We don't need the faith either, really. Yeah, we're fine there. I don't want to spend too much time on it. More oil, so there's that. Pick up that tile, not useful. Board and double, not useful. Zanzibar is in awe. Why, thank you. Oh yeah, we're going to have them forever. We like that. Farm chop. That's what we got going on this turn with these guys. Alright, and Glasgow came to a screeching halt, so that'll be an Aberdeen tile if and when we need it. Let's see, chop. Hey, there it is. Alright, so he's going to be getting out of the way next turn. Let's see. I'll come over here so she doesn't know we're here. We can still land there. In fact, we could come here and do it for the visibility. So there's that. Alright, production prompt. We check out Lhasa Byblos. All good. So Ramsey, Centerfront, and Aberdeen, all newer cities. Just in the context of archaeologists. Library's done. We'll go into market. Workshop is done here, so growth in 7. Alright. This might actually speed it up, right? Nope. But that's okay. Alright. So since we are not at target pop yet, look at that. Aqueduct fits in perfectly. This is a circus city, so we're looking at 12. 14 with hotels, so yeah, the city is one will continue to grow. I think that's the biggest mistake I was making, is I was treating all cities equally, and that's a bad idea. Library's done here. We'll go into market. Library's a little early in that city, but whatever. Alright, so he wants to come over to the iron. Let's see. He's getting out of here, right? No? He still wants XP too. But not as important as this guy. So we'll probably have the cannon and this guy clear out, and we'll just hit it with this moving forward. Because he's the one that needs range, so we can actually promote him. Right, so, okay. Which means these guys are free to get set up. This is a hill, which we like. We'll come here to protect him. Come here to be between them. And he's healed up, so we'll come over here. Yeah. What are we? 30, and what's the rifleman? 34. That's decent. Alright, he was coming over to the coal in a roundabout way. Could have pre-chopped there and then, yeah, whatever. Min-max doesn't always have to make sense. He's getting his altitude training. This is deer. Deer? No, this is just a settler. So I didn't name him deer. I meant to. Alright. Because he's going up to where the deer is. Okay, the settler comes over here. Working. Alright, so he... Boom. He can come here and pre-chop. There, we'll interrupt. Road will be finished. Okay. I have an idea. Yeah, because of all the tiles over here, the plains one is the one we would want to develop first. This is just pure growth. These are like grasslands. In fact, we'll have access to this tile and this tile right away. So, yeah, and we'll develop these two tiles. So why then are we settling on the coast? It just makes us more fragile. I still think it makes sense, though. Alright. Where's garbage? Garbage is there. So this guy has time to come over here and chop. Or at least pre-chop. We'll re-examine it next turn. Count it out. Okay, bing, bing, bing. Oh, let me wait on this guy, because we want to come look at these people. Alright, so since we have to go through here, this guy's 2 tiles away from here. He's 3. He's technically 1 and a third. So he's closest, second closest, third. So the closest one, we want to see if we can get all the way into the water. We can. Second closest, can we get to the other... Whoa. Can we get to the other side? We can. That's all we needed to see. Alright, so he comes down here, right? Wait. Bring him, that way melee is leading. Ranged. Ranged, this is good enough. He has to get out of here now because we have a lot of units outside our border, so let's just back him up. He can supplement. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about this guy, so... that guy come back up there. We will come here and here. There we go, and then we'll shuffle next turn. Get this all sorted out. Great General's fine right there. We'll just put him to sleep. This worker is a free agent. There's jungle there. He's going to the coal. We have this guy coming over here. Farm. I know we're very redundant in this area, but we want that coal as soon as possible because we're already looking at buying a factory in Cork. Let's see our coal situation. We have a pack of 3 coming back in 3 turns, so one way or another we're going to be all good. This city's done next turn, so I probably want to build a factory here because we need the specialist slots in that city to slow it down. So we'll probably wait till the pack of 3 returns to buy it here, which is a little unfortunate. We did want to prioritize this, but the fact that this is going to need a project next turn, and we'll take a look at it next turn, but I think factory or workshop makes sense there. So we'll get working on that there. He's fine where he's at. And we're looking at the possibility of returning or coming over here. Returning seems fine, and is actually a pretty good idea, because if we're going to be dropping 2 cities over here, the Shoshone are scouting us out. So that's something worth noting. Let's see, he can go here. Alright, worker. So yeah, this worker. What would we do with this worker? We have enough support for the new cities, probably. But nevertheless... Alright, the settler's leading, unfortunately. Well, we didn't count it out, so I can't really say unfortunately. Maybe he comes with them and helps start developing, because we're going to have some chopping to do around here as well. So maybe he just follows them up there. What's the alternative? Nothing. All the older cities are going to be slowing down, basically, by design. So we'll just have him follow the settler. Alright. So we come over here. And we passed a turn. Nope, we're gonna make all those decisions on our turn. Hang tight, dude. We're almost done with you. These I don't mind just saying. Go ahead and refresh them. Oh-wee, a lot going on this turn. Okay, may purchase with faith. We're just going to have to let this wait. We're going to have a city being settled. It's probably going to take 2-3 turns to flip. And then we have other cities being settled, so our faith is just going to pool. That's all there is to it. St. Ives has grown. This is a city we need to be very careful with, because we're just not going to have specialist slots soon enough. We could grow this up to 14 pop though, so and we're already breaking here and here. But these are phenomenal growth tiles. No, because we're going to overwhelm ourselves, right? So we need a worker coming over here making a... Oh, I can't call it. After Coliseum, we'll be going into Workshop. Yeah, I can't call it. Because these are 3/4 food tiles, and so 4 overpowering. Yeah, okay, this is fine, I think. There's the coal tile. We're going to be a turn late to it. Cork has grown. Alright, so... I'm going to here, right? Or do we just go straight into here? This city does not yet have a factory. Alright, so we can continue to grow. Well, no, if we come here, then we get the factory. These two will grow a little slower, but we will grow again. Yeah, and then public school. So we're going to have to do specialist slots in that city. Great person born. Which is funny, we don't actually need flight right now, do we? We do need it in 2 turns, though. What is your bulb worth? 85, 86. So we're looking at 85. So basically these two, which means in 2 turns we would get this naturally. So what we can do is come up through here and then pick up flight. So let me do this. We'll bulb. We'll only get the 1 tech. And then we'll come back here. It says 1 turn. But that's obviously not the case. We'll pick this up in 1 turn. This will probably be bound to 2 turns. I hope that works out right, because we don't want to clip ourselves just to be able to upgrade this 1 turn sooner. So just to be safe, let's do this. We do have a Kashik that can become cavalry. And then we also have a cannon that can do this, so we can do that along the ways with our gold. It's now, what, 2 turns before we have coal coming back. So in 2 turns we're going to be buying in Cork. So our money's kind of stretched out. Oh, and plus we're dropping 3 cities, so there's monuments. So maybe that's not the case. But nevertheless, I don't want to clip flight. Cocoa, copper, wine, spices. That's 4. Let's just get into the trade scene here. Oh yeah, silver. I repaired the silver last turn, didn't I? 2 turns ago. Wow. Okay. Oversight on my part. Alright, so we had 4 coming back this turn. He'll take gold and silver. Whoops. Total oversight on my part there. Copper, spices. Alright, so that leaves cocoa and wine. Is wine really a duplicate? It appears to be. There we go. Alright, so I overlooked the silver when I repaired it. No real excuse for that. And then also horses. We can look on horses. Don't know how many we have. We would trade into him if we did have enough, and we do. Alright, so I missed out on 6 gold by not getting the silver out in a timely fashion. Hey, double cover. That's always good. So I guess we could fortify there, right? Well, no, we can count on him continuing to be the... Oh, we were gifted another Kashik. Okay. He can already be upgraded. That's funny. Can we upgrade in the water? 1, 2, 3. We can. So we can have him move all the way down to here. No, no, no. We don't want to spend. We don't want to spend. These guys. It's not important that these guys are like cavalry right this second anyways. So we'll just send them off to the main area. Go get their altitude training. New unit from Sidon. Losing grasp on Effie. Losing grasp on Iffy. Not so. Okay, so we won't lose Iffy. That's pretty nice. Okay, that's more stuff for Aberdeen. So Aberdeen is a city we are trying to grow. So there's that. Good deal. Mine, is that it for the workers? No, mine trading post mine. We have 3 workers. There's a mine. There's a mine. And then a trading post, which is taking place inside of Carthage. Okay. Production prompt, so we check Byblos, Lhasa. Everything's holding there. Cardiff, Berlin, Glasgow. All 3 old cities. So let's take a look at this. Cardiff. Does not have a museum yet, so we'll do that because we're going to be focusing on planes. Berlin does have a museum, so we'll be doing that. And then Glasgow, I believe, has a museum. It was one of the first ones, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so archaeologists. There we go. That'll probably be the last of all the archaeology for the time being. We're going to focus on planes and cities that are ready to be doing that. Okay, bank is finished here. We're already at 11 pop, so we absolutely have to get into factory. There we go. It's only going to take 10 turns, so that's pretty good. Alright, workshop's done here. We'll go ahead and move that in there so we get a little bit more food here. This is not a circus city, so we want to cut off at 10, 12 with hotels. And since we're going to be building food there, we're doing pretty well as far as that goes. This city, aqueduct, we're looking at 5 and 6. So what if we do this? This is not a circus city, and because of the point in the game that we're at, we're going to skip an aqueduct in this city. That will help it to not overgrow, since it's not a circus city, and we have plenty of growth opportunities as it is. In fact, in this city, it might be worthwhile to just get straight into a university. We are working jungle tiles, so that's what I want to do there. And then when we get there, we're going to have a new pop that comes here. And then when it comes to filling the university, we'll probably just do one at first and grow into it. But we will see when it comes along. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe in case there was a unit here, I should have gone more direct route, but we made it, so I guess that's fine. He cannot hop in the water here, which is unfortunate, because that means it's less likely he's going to be able to hop out of the water. So let's... Oh, is this river? Would this be river? We'll still get out in the water this way. He can just like scout around here. There's cloud. We never did see the end of it. City doesn't settle till next turn, so he can finish his shop. He'll come here to protect the more vulnerable, or the more important unit. He'll just wait, because we're going to do these 2 tiles right away. Archaeologist. Okay, so we got this guy here. How many more archaeologists are coming up? We've got all the ones we're going to have queued. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy makes 6. Were there any others born this turn? It does not appear to be the case. So we have 6 currently. 1 we have to delegate. So that should mean we should be able to trace the 5. There's 3 here. 1 here. Where's the other one? I don't know, and I need to know, so... 6. There we go. Alright. So, working, floating, waiting for a command. He has stopped. Okay. He is the born one, so this is the other one that I didn't know about. So there were 2 born. Okay. My mistake. I overlooked that. Alright. Ooh. I didn't see this. Oh, goodness. I did not see that one. That's technically a major Civ 1, so that's unfortunate. And with our distribution over here, we've covered all the major Civ 1s, I believe. I overlooked that one. This one's not something we have access to yet. So, yeah, we're done with the major Civs. So it's on to minor Civs. We have 1 here, 1 here. We don't know how many tiles they both have. So let's start with Bratislava, I guess. So he's just going to go up. Let's see. This is deer. This is garbage. So we're taking garbage over here. We're taking deer up. He's following deer. He's dancing. He's dancing. Maintenance. Alright. Let's see. Garbage. Lands here next turn. He can finish a chop. Land here next turn. He goes there. He's coming right behind him, so he lands here. That seems to work out very well. Alright, so we'll just give that free chop over there. He's done here. We got coverage over there. Aberdeen is who we need to support. We have 2 workers in the vicinity capable of that. So I guess here or here, because Aberdeen can work either one. He comes here, 1, 2. He could do this in 2 turns. So yeah, let's just get on this. Aberdeen's going to be good because it's got a lot of production, but it doesn't have horses. So we will have to put the brakes on it at some point. Alright. Probably come up in here, because when it comes to wartime, we have more archers over or ranged over here. Over here we need to protect this, so we're going to need to be heavy in planes over here, because up here we can handle it by other means. And in light of that, I think we'll have him come over and support this. One of the last archaeologists we build should come over here and prep for this. Alright, so he's getting out, which means that we can fortify here. We'll leave a ranged here, so we'll leave him here. We will back him up. No, let's get the melee all the way back over here. Let's be strong that way. Great General should actually come over here. So let's see, he can come here, right? He can come here. There we go. Sleep, sleep. He's fine right there. So fortify because he has not moved. What? There we go. Alright. So that should be good. And then we do want somebody over here. Right, he cannot get to safety. So we'll leave these guys here for now. And we'll sort that out next turn. Let's see. We'll put him into the city tile just to be safe. He can end here and then, you know, segment his way. We're not in a rush to get that over there. There's some more iron if anybody wants. I think the reason it's offering all these things is because our happiness is so high. So hopefully all this clutter goes away as we drop the new cities. Right. So over here, he wants to get out of bombard range if at all possible. What is it? We don't want to hit the city at all. So I'll just have him dance like this. This guy, we want getting the XP. About 20. I think that's about how much it heals per turn. So yeah, we should just back all these guys out. Which means the Great General wants to come here. And I'll leave this guy here to protect the Great General. Because we want the Great General covering him, but not him. And he can like pillage and step here or whatever. So maybe we have this worker come over here so we can just do this forever. That makes sense to me. We'll get him over here, and something like that. There we go. So fortify, fortify. Wait, and there we go. Alright, so we're past the half-hour mark. Thank you guys for your patience with me going through all the... I really wanted this episode to be more streamlined. I know the last two were kind of meticulous, but going through and repairing the city's delegation so that the older cities don't just continue to grow, because we don't want them to grow. We want the happiness we have to be for the newer cities that still need to grow, cities that still need to buy their happiness, cities that we're going to be taking over, stuff like that. So... but definitely leave me a comment, any comments you have, things I might be overlooking, because we're doing a lot of things at once, so it's very likely I am overlooking something like selling off the silver right away. That's not my style. Also, please leave me a like and subscribe if you feel that I've earned it, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.